half, they were in a great offensive rhythm. They were getting the shots they wanted. I don't think we were being disruptive. Thought their ball screen offense really hurt us. But in saying that, we did the right things to win the game. I think it was, I think we got up 20-21, and that's a big, big lead to come back from, especially on the road. But I credit the guys who found a way to win. I thought Malik White was a really, really big plus. 6 assists, no turnovers. We had some timely baskets when we needed them. I thought we had great leadership from Isaiah Jackson and Alpha. And I thought Nate and AJ were able to get loose for a couple of shots, one on the perimeter, one on the interior. But defensively, I'm not happy at all. Not happy at all with the way we're defending right now. And if we're going to win games in the near future, we're going to have to become a much better defensive team.
Is there a big difference defensively first and second half, you think?
I think I just think your attitude and your mindset. I think attention to detail on what we do. I don't think I did a really good job coaching it. I don't want to blame our players. I have to do a better job explaining what we have to do in order to become a better defensive team, especially in the ball screen.
How about offensively? It seems as if you pushed the pace much better than last weekend.
Well, we worked on it all week. We definitely worked on getting the ball up the floor. And a lot of that had to do a lot with Michigan's defense as well. But at the same time, it was a point of emphasis in practice, and I think the guys did a really good job at that.
It's just a lot of young mistakes so early in the season.
A ton of young mistakes. Again, you start on the floor and you have 3 freshmen out there. For the most part, many of them are not coached defensively on concepts in high school. AU basketball, although it's really good, there's really no accountability for losing. You go from the gold bracket to the silver bracket to the losers bracket to that bracket and this bracket. So guys just play games and they're not paying attention about wins and losses other than just getting on the floor. So a lot of youthful mistakes, a ton of youthful mistakes. And we got to live with them right now. At the end, we did win the basketball game, so I'm happy about that, but we have a long way to go.
As much as we talk about the youth, Ed, how nice was it to see? I think you had a 10-0 run there in the first half. That was behind your veterans.
Right, and I thought that was the game right there. I think we had Emmett, Khalif, Isaiah, Malik, and Alpha, and they showed some really good leadership in that situation. So, again, it's going to be an up and down situation, when you're playing this many young kids. So we'll deal with it and hopefully improve.
Alpha, what got the team going there about halfway through the first half there, created some separation between you and Iona?
Our defense, for sure. Isaiah came in and really gave us a spark. Emmett came in, gave us a spark, and also Malik. And so we let our defense dictate our offense, and when we could get stops and run in transition, that's when we're good. So.
Coach, it seemed like your defense put a lot of pressure on Iona under the basket and also on the perimeter to stop their 3-point shots. You've coached against Tim Clues for a long time. That really seems to be a key to stopping Iona.
Yeah, well, I tell you, Iona has a really good basketball team. They're going to win a lot of games in the MAC. Coach Clues, I think, is a coach who's vastly underrated, especially his offensive mind. They find a way to just push the pace of the game. They got their average again, 79 points. That's a lot of points, especially on the road in this type of environment. So you got to give them a lot of credit. I think he's a great coach. I'm looking forward to watching their progress, and I'm going to be cheering for them every game. They have a really good basketball team.
Ed, how often do you have to remind your guys when often you have a sizable advantage down low, throw the ball to Nate?
Well, I want Nate to be a little bit more demonstrative, asking for the ball. He's very efficient, especially from 8 feet and in. I think his length really bothers people around the rim. His strength, his power. Nate's developing. Everybody forgets he's still a sophomore. He's in Game 6 of his sophomore year. It's not like he played 35 minutes a game last year. So as he's getting more comfortable, I need him to be a lot more verbal, more so than just being on the floor.
Nate, how comfortable did you feel in the second half? I think you scored like 8 points in a row.
Yeah, I felt comfortable in the second half because then again, in the first half, Emmett, Khalif, Alpha, Malik, they all brought energy, and that kind of made me feel more comfortable to go out there and play.
You kind of sense yourself, carving out more space this year than last? It seems as if you're catching the ball a little easier than you did in the previous year.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Do you think you're, catching the ball easier? It seems as if you're, getting more chances and you're carving out better space?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm catching the ball easier. That I've been in the weight room a lot, so I've gotten stronger. Then I'm building more chemistry with my teammates, and they look for me inside, want me to finish in there.
Ed, the kid to your left there, do you like his shot selection for the most part, the way he's been playing?
In all honesty, you know, once his defense catches up to his offense, he's gonna be a healthy player. He's a basket waiting to happen. He's got a good feel of just how to score the ball in a lot of different ways, whether it's on layups, threes, mid-range shots. He's talented offensively, but he has a long way to go defensively.
He's not forcing his shots, though.
I don't think he's forcing many shots at all. I thought he had one bad shot today. I thought it was a heat check shot late in the first half. I was trying to call timeout, so we took the last shot. But you know, I can live and die with some of those shots.
AJ, what are you learning on offense? Obviously, you've had more success offensively than defensively.
A lot more success.
Yeah. And last weekend to today, much more, obviously, better chances. Is that it?
To be honest, we're just out there trying to hoop, learning the plays and stuff, just knowing where to get my shots, and when I get them, just try to knock them down at a high clip. So
You play against some of these matchup zones. I mean, we've played 6 games. We've seen 4 matchup zones. So it's, you know, you systematically have to try to create shots where you have to draw 2 to the ball and spot him up. You know, I mean, again, scouting reports, I don't think you're going to stop great offensive players. They just got to continue to, and we practice a lot of shooting, and that's the one thing I give Alpha Diallo a lot of credit on. I mean, he's really improved his perimeter shot, so it makes him a weapon all over the place, whether it's interior, handling the ball. Again, we play Alpha at 5 positions, so as the level of competition gets to the Big East, I think, you know, we're just going to be a tough team to match up to because of the versatility.
Alpha, how did you shake off last week's game? You know, you've had 5 great games, and obviously you struggled against Michigan. How did you shake that off?
I just wanted to go out here and be aggressive. We all lost that game, and it was a tough loss, but we had to bounce back, and that's what we did today.
Any more questions?
Thanks a lot.